Dealing with a narcissistic individual when you're unable to sever ties or avoid interaction with them can be an exceptionally challenging and deeply distressing ordeal. This complexity intensifies when you find yourself incapable of completely removing them from your life. In this video presentation, I will outline 7 effective strategies for managing narcissistic individuals in situations where separation or avoidance is not an option. Regrettably, severing all ties with a narcissistic person may not always be feasible, particularly if they are an integral part of your daily life, such as family members, children, or even colleagues. In such circumstances, it becomes imperative to safeguard your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. I will share with you 7 approaches you can employ to achieve this. While my approach in this discourse is designed to facilitate information dissemination, it is crucial to acknowledge that our discussion on narcissism applies universally and is not gender-specific, encompassing both men and women. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for your support. If you find this content beneficial, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it. Your assistance in spreading this message to those who can derive value from it is greatly appreciated. To begin, endeavor to envision narcissistic individuals in the manner you desire them to be. I recently received a message from an individual who disclosed living with a narcissist for 12 years and feeling trapped, hoping that the narcissist would undergo a transformation and revert to their initial state. Such hope is a common sentiment among individuals who have grappled with narcissists over an extended period. However, it is essential to acknowledge that narcissists are not prone to swift change if you are harboring such hopes. Narcissists often present themselves as admirable and flawless initially, but they frequently lack self-awareness regarding their own flaws. It might be challenging for you to perceive narcissists as they truly are, perhaps clinging to the aspiration that they will metamorphose into different personalities. Nevertheless, it is essential to recognize that narcissism is an inherent facet of their character, and it is probable that it will persist even in the face of adversity. Even after many years, narcissists may persist in their deleterious behaviors. Consequently, the more you acquaint yourself with the reality of narcissists, the more control you can exert over your interactions with them, thereby gaining a better understanding of what to anticipate from them. Acceptance serves as the cornerstone for coexisting with narcissists when avoiding interaction is not an option. It is worth noting that one of the preferred tactics employed by narcissists is victim blaming. They possess the acumen to manipulate your emotions and elicit specific reactions from you. Consequently, it is advisable to maintain minimal responses and exercise restraint when the narcissist endeavors to provoke particular behaviors or manipulate your emotional responses. Deliberate upon the narcissist's objectives and how they impact you, assess the ramifications of your reactions, and ultimately, strive to respond in an alternative and efficacious manner that hinders the narcissist's ability to manipulate you. Should the narcissist have a grip on you, this approach will not only facilitate dealing with their manipulation and stratagems but will also diminish the likelihood of entering into conflicts with individuals who exhibit narcissistic personality traits. The key lies in empowering yourself to attain a harmonious equilibrium between your emotions and intellect. Commence by granting your wisdom the role of an enduring guide. Bear in mind that relying solely on your emotions for decision-making when confronting a narcissistic individual is inadvisable. Clearly delineated and well-defined boundaries are essential, a realization that becomes even more crucial in the context of a narcissistic relationship when the significance of establishing such boundaries becomes apparent. As soon as you begin to understand and explore your boundaries while preparing to exit a narcissistic relationship, it's essential to apply these principles consistently. Establish clear boundaries to define what you are willing to accept and what is unacceptable when dealing with a narcissistic individual in a relationship. If you are divorced and share children with them, it's crucial to specify the frequency and circumstances under which the children can have contact with the narcissist. Make email the primary means of communication, allowing yourself the space to think and respond thoughtfully, enabling you to make rational decisions without being swayed by insecurity or personal vulnerabilities. Maintain friendly and courteous communication with the narcissist, but exercise caution when sharing information. If the narcissist exhibits positive behavior or does something commendable, consider using these instances as opportunities to encourage them toward more positive actions. Conversely, refrain from providing attention when they engage in inappropriate behavior, such as shouting, swearing, or displaying other negative emotions. This approach can help motivate them to improve their behavior. Narcissists can comprehend and benefit from positive behaviors to some extent. Therefore, it's wise to keep your expressions of appreciation and praise for their good behavior moderate and not overly exaggerated. This helps prevent sending misleading signals regarding the narcissist having complete control. Always remain vigilant about your boundaries and know when to assertively say no instead of allowing emotional entanglement. In a relationship with a narcissist, their constant desire is to exert control. Consequently, it's imperative to stay mindful of your boundaries and avoid becoming emotionally entangled with them. Building a robust support network and nurturing relationships with other individuals can prove invaluable when dealing with a narcissist. Those who genuinely understand and support you can be likened to a solitary bird being pursued by an eagle, yet simultaneously, they envision another bird within a flock, likely to survive. You should align yourself with the former. If the narcissist's presence remains necessary in your life, it's advisable to seek guidance from a professional coach, counselor, or therapist. They can provide the support needed to stay on a healthy path while remaining cognizant of the situation at hand. The goal is to surround yourself with individuals who can offer support, understanding, and a steadfast presence, rather than expecting them to serve as mere mirrors. In dealing with both sides of this situation, especially managing your expectations, it's essential not to persist in knocking on a door that you know will not open. Continuing to give and invest in a dysfunctional relationship while expecting recognition or reciprocation is fundamentally flawed, as previously discussed. Narcissists are typically uninterested in profound change, even if they pretend otherwise. Thus, the most critical step is to adjust your expectations accordingly and avoid fruitless endeavors. If you fail to do this, then this step is the most crucial among the 7 steps that I can continue discussing, which revolve around the topics of self-care and self-love. However, let me sum it up in one sentence: you are the source of your own happiness, peace, stability, freedom, and love. Therefore, it is your responsibility to take all necessary actions to nurture and care for yourself, promoting mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. Remember, when you are in a good place, everything else will fall into place as well, allowing you to be present. For you, in times when no one else is around, you will have the strength to stand up against those who attempt to exceed all boundaries, trying to make you suffer or, more accurately, attempting to push you beyond your limits. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the comments. Additionally, if you have any feedback or suggestions regarding the channel's improvement, please share them in the comments as well. Your input is valuable to me.